Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1981 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Baltimore Orioles and the Detroit Tigers at Tiger Stadium. On the mound for the Orioles is Dennis Martinez, whose record is 6-3 with a 3.20 ERA. And pitching today for the Tigers is Bryn Smith, whose record is 0-2 with a 25.07 ERA. Yeah, you heard me right. Brent Smith, 25.07. This is his last opportunity today. As we're coming off a victory in yesterday's game, a nice little win where we kind of hung in there. We were getting our butts kicked early in the game. We couldn't even get anything going against Randy Jones. And then we broke through, I think it was like the seventh inning, and we managed to hold on. The game was so uneventful that Dave Tobick actually got the player of the game for going 1 2/3 innings and not giving up a run, which, it's a small miracle, but we'll take it. We'll take the victory. We'll move on to today as this is the final game of the 3-game series. Then we have a day off, and then we go to Arlington to face the Rangers. So, and I believe we have a pretty big road trip ahead of us. So as we load the game up here, I just want to say I do have I'm sorry, I have my volume up on my headset. So we do have a couple things coming up. I'm going to do a live game on June 6th. It's going to be at 5 p.m. Pacific time and 8 p.m. Eastern time. So you can tune in. You can, help me with the game a little bit, be a bench coach. Any help is appreciated, and it'll be a lot of fun. And so we have that going on. Also, as a reminder, at the end of every month, I do a standings and leaders recap. And also, it was suggested that it would be nice to see how the players that we've traded away are doing since the trade. So we'll take a quick look at those as well. So that would be a lot of fun, I think. So, okay, so today we have Brent Smith. He is bad, and we're going to give him one more chance today. Even if we can get like 4 innings out of him, it'll be better than nothing. That's what we did with Jerry Uger yesterday, who pitched effectively, only giving up the 1 run. All of our bullpen is available today. And I'm trying something new today. I've never, ever done this before. I have taken Bryn Smith and I've assigned him his own catcher. You can do that in this game, and I'll show you when we get to Bryn Smith. So Bobby Ramos, who came over in the trade with Bryn Smith, has been assigned his specific catcher. So we'll see if that means anything, if that makes a difference, if it helps Brent Smith today. Something to keep an eye on. So I'm learning as we go when it comes to that. So I'm interested to see how that works out. But Lance Parrish will be playing today. He's going to be in the DH role, and Tommy Brookins will be playing third base instead of Mickey Hatcher. And that also means with Parrish at DH, Reggie Jackson is going to take a seat for this game. So. Okay, let's go ahead and do the lineup rundown for the Baltimore Orioles. And today, instead of doing a information on a player, if you noticed on the title card, it was Kirk Gibson on the cover of Sports Illustrated. And that was because in 1985, there was a collusion among all of the owners. And so I have some really good information to talk about that subject matter instead of, going over some career history with, one of the ball players. So here we go. So batting leadoff and playing third base today is Mike Eden. Batting second and at second base is Wayne Krinchicki. Batting third at first base is Eddie Murray. Batting cleanup in left field is Jeff Burroughs. Batting fifth in right field is Ken Singleton. Batting sixth and catching is Glenn Borgman. Batting 7th in center field is Ron LaFleur. Batting 8th at shortstop is Ken Pape. And batting 9th and DHing is Al Bunbury. And if you've watched the starts that Bryn Smith has had as a Tiger, this is his third. He had one appearance with Montreal where he gave up 2 runs in an inning. And he's had 2 starts with Detroit, only going a total of 3 2/3 innings, giving up 11 runs, 10 hits, 7 walks. So, I will take whatever we can get from him today. If not, he'll go down. We'll bring up Dan Petrie once again, and we'll take it from there. So here's Detroit's defensive alignment. And while you're taking a look at that, I'm just going to run down the 1985 collusion. And actually, it went into 86 and 87 as well. In 1985, there were 35 free agents at the end of that season, and only 4 changed teams. And those were players that no team really wanted. They weren't even interested in being re-signed. And so there were players like Kirk Gibson, Tommy John, and Phil Niekro that were not even offered contracts at all, not even by their own teams. The Tigers didn't even offer Gibby a contract. And in fact, George Steinbrenner offered Carlton Fisk a contract to go to the Yankees, and then he withdrew the offer when the White Sox, Jerry Reinsdorf, the owner, contacted Steinbrenner and told him to put a kibosh on it, So it wasn't really proven at the time within that season, but it was suspected that collusion had been taking place. So all the players went back and signed 1-year contracts with the teams that they were had become a free agent from. So then the other thing that happened that season is that in order to save money, the owners changed the roster number from 25 to 24. So that was the other aspect too. So there was actually less spots in the majors for these players. In 86, the same thing happened. Jack Morris, Tim Raines, Ron Guidry, and many, 3 other major players like Rich Gedman and Doyle Alexander were all free agents, and no one was willing to sign them. In fact, Andre Dawson, who was the MVP in 84 for the last place Cubs, couldn't get a contract with any team, and in fact, he was forced to take a pay cut and a 1-year deal to go back to the Cubs. So it was insane, and that's when finally Donald Fear got involved from the Players Union, and he jumped in there and started a lawsuit against Major League Baseball. And then in 1988, with fear of reprisals, they started signing free agents again. And that's when Gibson went to the Dodgers. That's when Jack Morris went to Minnesota. So players started changing teams again. But it was determined in a lawsuit that there was collusion. And Major League Baseball was forced to pay $280 million to all the players who were free agents during those 2 seasons. So anyway, I just wanted to cover that because as I was doing research for something for my cover for the title card, I found that Kirk Gibson Sports Illustrated cover, and I thought it would be interesting to have a discussion on that. So, okay, thanks for bearing with me. Hopefully that was entertaining and interesting. Let's get going here. Bryn Smith, what can we expect from this clown? I guess we'll find out. Mike Eden leading off. Ground ball by Eden to second base, and Whitaker makes the play. There's one down. If he gets one more out, he'll have done just as well as he did in his last start. Oh no, Krenchicki base hit up the middle. So, runner on first. Here is Eddie Murray batting .271 versus righties. Oh, Krenchicki tried to steal second base on Ramos, and Ramos guns him down. So 2 down. Good job so far by Bryn. And he strikes out Murray. And that is nice. I mean, I'll take it. We go to the bottom half of the first. And here's the Tigers lineup. We talked a little bit about it already, but we'll go ahead and do the rundown. Let you take a look at the stats. Batting leadoff, and in center field is Ricky Henderson. Batting second at shortstop is Alan Trammell. Batting third in left field is Kirk Gibson. Batting cleanup at first base is Jason Thompson. Batting fifth and DHing is Lance Parrish. Batting sixth in right field is Gary Hancock. Batting seventh and at third base is Tom Brookins. Batting eighth at second base is Sweet Lou Whitaker. And batting ninth and catching is Bobby Ramos. El Presidente on the mound for the Orioles, making his 12th start. Last year, 19-8 for the division-leading World Series winning Baltimore Orioles. He's 6-3 this year with that 3.20 ERA. 27 walks, 43 Ks. Did he win Cy Young last year? No, he was the wins leader for the American League, though. And I was wrong. The Orioles did not win the World Series. I'm not sure what I was thinking there. I believe it was the California Angels, right? That's right. So they did make the playoffs, so they did win the division. At any rate, here is Ricky leading off 2 for 7 with a home run against El Presidente. And Henderson strikes out to lead off the game for the Tigers. One down. Here's Trammell. Trammell hits a fly ball to right. Caught by Singleton. 2 down. Here's Gibby. Batting .300 and .313 against righties. Hitting a ground ball to Krinchicki. And a 1-2-3 inning. For the Tigers, we go to the top of the second, and Jeff Burroughs leading off the inning. And the base hit to left. So runner on first. This is a good opportunity to turn 2 here. 65 speed and 60 speed. I don't know if Bryn Smith is line drive to first. Take a quick look here and see if Bryn Smith is a ground ball pitcher. So 48.2%. And here's where it says personal catcher, Bobby Ramos. And you can click on this and toggle it to take it off or to switch it to Lance Parrish or someone else. So anyway, line drive to first, and that's the first out of the inning. Next up is Glenn Borgman, also pretty slow, but you don't have to be fast to walk to first. As Smith walks Borgman. So the beginnings of a jam here. First and second for Ron LaFleur. He had a big hit in the first game. LaFleur hits a ground ball right back to Smith. And they get the runner at second. They can't turn 2 with the speedy LaFleur. And first and second, here's Ken Pape with 2 down. And LaFleur steals second on Ramos. Probably no throw, right? I don't think Burroughs would go anyway. But probably didn't even let the throw go through. So 1-0 count then for Pape. And a ground ball to first. Thompson has it and steps on the bag. And we get out of another jam. 2 scoreless innings for Bryn Smith. He's fighting for his job. And so JT leading off the bottom of the second. Oh, I was just going to say it's been a while as he hits his American League leading 12th home run. And it's 1-0 Detroit. So good job by Thompson. Here's Lance Parrish, 4 for 8 with a home run against Denny. And he he strikes out swinging. So there's 1 down. Next up is Gary Hancock. He has a home run against Dennis Martinez. And Hancock goes the opposite way. Hits a line drive to left. It's caught by Burroughs. There's 2 down. And we're giving Tom Brookins a rare opportunity to bat versus a righty, and he hits it right into the dirt. And the catcher, Borgman, pounces on it and makes the play. So we do get on the board. Home run there by JT, and it is 1-0 Detroit. Al Bunbury will lead off the top of the third, hitting it into right center field. And that's caught by Henderson. There's one down. And then back to the top of the lineup with Mike Eden. Oh, he hits a scorcher to left. That's caught by Gibby. 2 down. That'll bring up Krenchicki. One of the 2 hits. Oh my gosh. He crushes it to left. 402 feet. Only his second home run on the year. He does have a 70 power, so it's not impossible for him to hit a home run, but that is unlikely, and it's all tied at 1 now with Eddie Murray due up. And he's going to pop it up on the infield to Whitaker, and Whitaker makes the play. So it's all even going to the bottom of the third. Sweet Lou leading off the inning. 2 for 7 with a home run against Dennis Martinez. And he flips it down the left field line. We're going to hold him to a single. We've got Bobby Ramos up. And Ramos, he had that 4 for 4 game. What are we going to do here? Let's lay down a bunt. He's got slightly above average bunting skills. Oh boy. Oh, there we go. Good bunt. And the sacrifice works, moving Whitaker into scoring position. It was a 2-2 count, which is why I was like assuming that he was either going to get struck out. I mean, how many times do people bunt with 2 strikes, you know? So, at any rate, runner on second in scoring position for Ricky. And Ricky pops it up. Ricky has been horrible. How are we going to get that guy going? I'm almost thinking about dropping him in the lineup to third, maybe, and moving Trammell to first and Gibby to second. There's Trammell with 2 down, and he hits it right back to Dennis Martinez, and that is the 3rd out. So we go to the top of the 4th. Here is Jeff Burroughs leading off against Bryn Smith at 47 pitches, and this is already his best start, as Burroughs hits a high fly ball to center field. Not nearly deep enough, only 394 feet. So 1 down. Here's Kenny Singleton. Singleton batting only .230 versus righties, and he walks. The second walk for Bryn Smith. Actually, I guess both of them were Singleton, right? Because here is Borgman with another opportunity for the Tigers to get a double play. Ground ball to third. And we do turn 2. So good job by Brookins going around the horn. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Gibson leading off. This is a lot like yesterday's game. We only had 2 hits early. And then we turned it on. At least, started getting some hits like Gibby there. Base hit to left field, and we're not going to go with Gibson, and we're not going to risk getting thrown out, but we will hit and run with JT. I mean, with that home run in the second inning, he's only 1 for 9 against Martinez, so. Oh, come on. Thompson pops it up on the infield. So now I kind of feel like we need to steal with Gibson to get into scoring position to make up for that missed hit and run opportunity. And a stolen base for Gibson on a fastball. Keep in mind, back in the 80s, an 88-mile-an-hour fastball was a big deal. So runner on second. Parrish a chance here to untie the game. He strikes out swinging for the second time. 3 Ks now for Martinez. It's going to leave it up to Gary Hancock. And Hancock hits a ground ball sharply to second, but Krenchicki makes the play and tosses him out, and that's going to do it for the bottom half of the 4th. We head to the 5th. are on the floor, leading off. I'm building confidence with Bryn Smith as LaFleur hits a ground ball to short, and Trammell makes the play. There's one down. Here's Ken Pape right at Trammell. He fields it cleanly, and there is 2 down. Here's the number 9 hitter, Al Bumbry, and he strikes out looking. Okay. Fantastic job by Bryn Smith. And, this is a small sample size, but having his own personal catcher, maybe that's making a difference. I don't know. If you play this game, I know there's a lot of viewers that are playing this game. Let me know what you think about that. I would assume it has to be in there for a reason, right? As Brookins hits it into right center field, caught by Singleton. So 1 down. Sweet Alou is up, and he gets a ground ball to second. There's 2 down. That's going to bring up Bobby Ramos, who laid down that sack bunt. Oh, there we go. I'm just going to let him swing away. This guy knows what he's doing with the bat. He's got himself a double, batting .636. He should just retire right now. He's like the "you're mean" of my team. As Henderson flies out to center, and that'll do it. So let's go ahead and flip over into the in-game stats. And Thompson definitely the player of the game so far with the home run. And Thompson leads the team in player of the game with 8 so far this season. As we're going to keep Bryn Smith in there. Why not? Mike Eden leading off the inning. There's a blooper for a hit. Yep, it falls in. And a base hit for Eden. That's going to bring up Krenchicki, who's 2 for 2 with the home run. Let's see if Smith can finally get him out. Nope, that's not good. Oh, falls in, and it's a double. So I kind of feel like Bryn Smith deserves the opportunity here. There's no doubt he's going to give up at least 1 run. Murray batting .262 versus righties. And he's batting .250 overall, so lefty would give him a better chance, but then we'd have to bring a righty right back in anyway. So, you know what, let's pull the infield in. That's all we can do. And we'll go home if we have to here. Yep, that's a base hit. That's going to score 2. Oh, no, actually, I guess only 1 run scores, but that's the go-ahead run. So RBI single for Murray. This is the reverse of yesterday's game, as Smith is giving up the runs here in the middle innings. So now we're going to keep the infield back. We'll take a double play if we can get it with Jeff Burroughs batting. Nope, that's going to be a sac fly. And there's the first out. So 1 down, as the score is now 3-1. Kenny Singleton up next. And then a stolen base by Murray, who has well below average speed. So this will probably be the last batter. Yep, that's it. So, Bryn Smith is, I guess we call this a successful outing. Does he deserve another opportunity? I don't know. As his ERA is lowered to 15. I don't know. He should be able to get through 6 innings, but we're going to bring in Joe Beckwith. Mostly because he hasn't pitched that much this season, and I have no idea which way this is going to go. As he gets Borgman to pop it up, but we think Joe Beckwith is part of a future. So, let's get him in there. Let's find out what he's all about as he gets Borgman to pop it up on the infield. So 2 down for Ron LaFleur, who flies out to right. So Oh, yeah, the Orioles put 3 on the board, and it's now 4-1. And as one thing we've seen is that the Tigers have hit a lot of home runs against Denny Martinez, so maybe we get a little something going here, and we get a Jimmy Jack and tie this game up. Having said that, Trammell now 0 for 3 as he grounds out to Krinchicki, and Gibby grounds out to short. So Pape makes the play. 2 down for JT, and Thompson pops it up. Oh man, only 4 hits for Detroit. We go to the top of the 7th. Ken Pape will lead off the inning against Beckwith. And a base hit to right. Okay, so we'll take it out Beckwith. We're going to bring in the lefty Keith Comstock, who he's so good last year, and he's been pretty bad this year. In half of the games, he's given up the same amount of earned runs. And in 12 innings, he has 9 walks. So, I don't know. I mean, we got to give him a chance, right? This is why he's on the roster. Go after the lefties. There we go. Strikes out Bumbry, who struck out a couple times today, right? Yeah, 2 Ks. So we're going to turn Mike Eden around to bat right-handed. He bats .262 versus lefties. He shoots it to left, and Gibby makes the catch. 2 down. And here's Krinchicki, 0 for 1, 2 walks, only batting .200 versus lefties. But he does have those 2 walks. And a ground ball to second. All right, that's a successful inning. Put a goose egg up on the board. We go to the bottom of the 7th. And Lance Parrish is going to lead off. He's 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. He doesn't hit righties well. I just figured, he's got to be a better option than Reggie Jackson. And there we go. Pays off with a base hit. So, no pants Lance on first. And we're down 3 runs. I know this is the double play waiting to happen, but there's no point in hitting and running other than to stay out of the double play. But we need the long ball. So let's see what happens here. There we go. Fly ball to the left. That's not going to get it done. Okay, so 1 down. Here's Tom Brookins. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Tommy Boy strikes out. There's 2 down. That's going to leave it up to Lou to get a 2-out rally going. It's going to fall in, I think, right? No, it holds up. Of course, it holds up for our batters, and it just drops right in for the Orioles. So you know what? We just go to the top of the 8th. And Murray does not hit lefties well. So we're going to keep Comstock in there. This is going to test my theory of lefties, or not lefties, but relief pitchers starting the next inning. Yeah, he walks it. So it's just always a bad scenario. Man, what are we going to do here? We're going to bring in Roger Weaver as a righty simply because he's pitched 10 less innings than Tobic. And we want to try to keep Tobic from burning out. So here's Jeff Burroughs, 2 for 5 against Weaver. 1 walk, 1 K. Burroughs hits a fly ball to left center field, and Gibby makes the grab. Next up is Kenny Singleton, only batting .236, and his slugging percentage is actually lower than his on-base percentage, so no worries about a home run. There's a ground ball to short. That could be 2. No! Come on! Trammell boots it. Okay, well, we're down 3. Let's just try to turn 2 again. Give us another shot here, Weaver. Got Borgman. That's a strikeout on a borderline call. There's 2 down. Ron LaFleur's up. He's 0 for 3 with that stolen base, and he does have a hit against Weaver, 1 for 1. And he shoots it right back to Weaver, and we make the play. So no harm, no foul with the Trammell error. We go to the bottom of the 8th. We're down to our final 6 outs. Bobby Ramos. Let that boy hit. There we go. Infield single. This guy, you just can't get him out right now. Having said that, Ricky Henderson has been an easy out today. 0 for 3 with a K. And there we go. Another strikeout right down the pipe. Dennis Martinez is tired now. 103 pitches. Let's see if we can take advantage of that. Here's Trammell. Base hit past the second baseman, Krinchicki. Ramos advances just a bag. So it's first and second for Gibby, and one swing of the bat could tie this game up. We need some heroics. Oh, man, I thought for sure on that changeup he was going to crush it. But he just pops it up. And there's 2 down. This is the guy to do it here, though. The American League home run leader, JT. Oh, nope. Ground ball to short. Thompson does have 3 multi-home run games this season, so not out of the question for him to do it. We go to the top of the 9th, wasted opportunity there. Here is Ken Pape. He is 1 for 3 on the day. Ground ball to Brookins. And Brookins tosses him out. Does Brookins have his fielding percentage above 900? He does not. It is still sub 900. I'm trying to think. Who was it that finished a season like that as Bunbury hits a ground ball to Brookins? Trying to help his numbers out. Was it Dr. Strangeglove, right? That was his nickname. Somebody's going to have to figure that out for me. I think he was a first baseman. Oh no, Mike Eden. Line drive down the left field line for a double. He's 2 for 5 on the day. And we know Krinchicki's going to crush Roger Weaver. So we're going to bring in the closer. We have the day off tomorrow anyway, right? So let's bring in the closer to get the final out. Krinchicki now below 200. And a ground ball, base hit, past Brookins. Eden scores, and it's 5-1. A little insurance run as Krinchicki is 4 for 5, and he is definitely among the league leaders in batting average. We'll cover that at the end of the month. Okay, well, Eddie Murray, he struggles from the left-hand side, and he pops it out to Trammell, and they do get a run on the board. It's 5-1. Martinez still in the game. Parrish 1 for 3. He had that base hit last time through the order, and he flies out to center. That's going to bring up Gary Hancock. 0 for 3 on the day. Oh, God. That was... I wish I could have an instant replay to look at that closer. That looked like a swing that I might have had in Little League, where the ball was so high that I would chop down at it. I mean, I was an all-star in Little League, so I mean, that's just... I'm just mostly making fun of Hancock as Brookins deposits it into left center field. And good job by Brookins. How many homers does he have? That's his 3rd. So, an unlikely home run doesn't mean anything at this point. And we are definitely pinch hitting for Lou. Lou cannot hit lefties, and Tippy Martinez, who led the league in saves last year, is a sure out against lefties. So, let's see. Let's go ahead and give Jeffrey Leonard a shot. He's got a little bit of pop, actually well above average. Let's see if he can't surprise us with 2 down. Hey, there we go. Base hit down the left field line. All the way to the wall, and a double for Jeffrey Leonard. Is this going to be one of those games where they just tease us? Definitely going to let Bobby Ramos bat. He's batting 1,000. I mean, you can't do much better than that. I mean, I don't know anything about math, but I don't think you can do any better than that. Okay, so Ramos walks. He's my little your mean Mercedes. And that's going to give Ricky Henderson a chance. We have to, I mean, he's doing terrible today, but he can make up for it right now. And he does hit lefties well. I think we got to, well, we don't have any other catchers, so we can't pitch run. Oh, and Henderson grounds out just short. So Henderson having a horrible day as the Orioles win, and they get 2 out of 3 this series. His final score was 5-2, and there is no offers. So we will take a look at the standings real quick, and yeah, we're back to 7 games. As Boston, they're struggling too. Nobody wants to take charge in this division, and the Yankees are hanging around. So I have a feeling they'll make a run for it. Take a look at transactions. Well, oh, look at this, folks. Joaquin Andahar pitches a no-no. That's the first one of the year in our game, and there was a trade as well. So a lot going on here. The Rangers are sending Dave Schmidt, who is a Double-A pitcher, to the Yankees, and the Yankees are sending back somebody named Jim McDonald, who is so anonymous he doesn't even have a photograph. A career minor leaguer at age 23, still tooling around in single-A ball. And the Yankees are sending some cash money homes over to the Rangers. So, a couple of injuries. Roy Smalley broke his back. He's out for 7 months. And former Tiger Dave Lemanchuk has a broken finger. He's out for 3 weeks. So, okay, let's pull up the box score. We'll get out of here. And we'll come back tomorrow, and we'll play the final game of the month. And then we will, tomorrow's Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day to everyone out there. Let's see here as we take a look. Player of the game. I mean, how could we not give it to Bobby Ramos? 2 for 2, a walk, and that tasty sacrifice bunt. I think he deserves it. JT hit the home run, but he really only went 1 for 4. And that home run really only accounted for 1 run, right? So we're going to give it to Bobby Ramos, who is really the only shining star right now. Bryn Smith takes the loss. He's 0-3. Could have been worse. And Dennis Martinez goes to 7-3. And was pretty much unhittable until he got tired. Wayne Krajicki hitting the rare home run for the Birds. His second on the season. He went 4 for 5 with that double too. So 4 extra base hits for the Tigers, just not enough. Okay, that's it. We're going to come back, like I said, tomorrow, and we'll do the last game of the month of May. Until then, everyone, have a great night.